In this video, we are installing the hot racing aluminum front knuckles on the Arrma Mini Kraton. Give it some extra bling and some extra toughness here on the front end of the vehicle. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Troy. This is RoadsideRC. You'll tend to find me bashing or crawling or drifting or racing, plus doing product review videos and how-tos. Here are the tools that I used. First was my handy-dandy little RC screw catcher mat. Love this thing. It works really well. 1.5 and 2 millimeter nut drivers that go with my Works electric driver here. Flat blade screwdriver are just something to get a little bit pokey with. A wheel nut wrench in order to take the wheels off, pair of noodle nose, and some blue thread locker. If you need any of these, there will be links to them down in the video description. I'm just going to use our standard nut driver to take the wheel nut off. We're going to then rotate this around. We can spin this one by spinning the other tire here until we can see the little set screw that's on the top here. 1.5 millimeter driver, and we're going to be able to loosen up that set screw. And it should then slide right off, and if you keep it in there, then you're less likely to lose it. Get a small pair of pliers, come in here and grab this cross pin because we don't want to lose that. The 1.5 millimeter driver, we're going to take this screw out. That's going to free up that steering turnbuckle. The same 2 millimeter is going to take this top screw out. And it's the same thing on the bottom as well. With that loose, everything comes right apart. We have this whole hub now separated off from the car. That is great. We can go ahead and push the drive shaft out. It's a good time to check it for any kind of wear, any kind of issues. Looks good to me. These new hubs from Hot Racing also come with some extra screws here, so we're gonna have to pay attention to the screws that we took out versus these and make sure which ones we want to use. The other thing I noticed is they are actually marked left and right. So obviously this side, it's kind of as the driver sits in it, so this will be the left. It's good to note, and it's always good to pay attention, kind of lay your parts side by side and make sure that it does look like they're the same, because you could easily get this accidentally installed. You see how that steering linkage would be offset there if you got the wrong side on there. How does it look? You'll notice this factory part looks a lot more, I'd say total size looks bigger. But when you look at just the amount of material that's here in the Hot Racing one, especially up here where these top ball joints go, you can actually see through it. It's a little bit spindly on both sides. Hot Racing piece here is one solid piece of aluminum with these extra ribs. That is going to provide you some really nice strength there. And by the way, they look really good too. Look at that little machine finish on the edges and everything. That just looks cool. Even if it doesn't do anything, it sure looks good. And the other thing that I didn't realize at first was that they actually do come with a whole set of brand new bearings. First step as we go to put this all back together is just to slide the drive shaft right in there. We're going to make sure that the dog bone seats back into the drive cup just like it should. Then we're going to just slide these arms straight in these pockets. Now, honestly, it looks like the screws for the upper and lower control arms are actually the exact same from Hot Racing and from Arrma. Now, I am going to be putting some little bit of blue Loctite on here because these are metal screws going into a metal hub. They can work their way out. So just a little bit of blue Loctite on the tip will go a long way. So what I'm doing here is I've disconnected the steering linkage over on the other side, and I'm confirming just how hard it is to spin this back and forth. Like, what kind of force is there? And now over here, it actually is less, if I'm honest. So this is a good thing. I was worried at first it was a little bit tight, and if you have it something too tight, then it may end up interfering with your servo, maybe end up burning your servo out early. That is not the case here. This feels just like it does from the factory. Nice and smooth, but there's a little bit of resistance there, but nothing crazy. Steering linkage slides right back into that connection there. Now here's where we actually do want to use the actual Hot Racing hardware. The factory hardware is a cap screw that you can see here on your left. The Hot Racing hardware on the right is a countersunk screw, and that they leave this opening here is actually countersunk for it. So that's what we're going to want to put in there. Again, with just a dab of the Loctite. Note that this does use a 1.5 millimeter driver instead of the 2 millimeter that the factory hardware uses. Make sure to get your cross pin back in there. Set the hex back on. Now, this little set screw, a lot of the times I will not put any Loctite on because the wheel itself is actually going to hold it and make sure that it can't come loose. Now we have one great looking, look at that corner there. That looks quite nice actually. I am going to flop around here to the other side of the truck and I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Now I'm going to do it off camera. I will come back on though if I see anything that is unique or different about this side. Fast forwarding there, other side is on, looking just as good and no issues at all. Bolts on just like the other side did. I'm going to go ahead and get my wheels on and then this little upgrade is going to be done. As I've looked at these, I think there's basically 3 reasons why you would probably want these on your Mini Kraton. One is they look great. I mean, just look at that. They look amazing. So that's one. 2 is they themselves should never break. These should now be with your truck forever and ever, amen. There should be no reason to ever need to replace them. And then 3rd is a lot of the times with a hub like this, especially on a basher, it takes a lot of beating. Sometimes the plastic hubs can actually, as they age, they can start to flex. And that'll start to bind up your bearings and cause you issues there. These will not do that. So not only will you never have to worry about replacing this part again, you probably won't have to replace your bearings as often either. I hope this was useful for you. If you have any questions, did I miss anything as I was installing them, please let me know. Leave them down in the video comments and I'll be happy to answer them down there. If you are curious about getting these, the folks at Hobby Etc. sent them to me, so I'll leave a link to that down in the video description as to where you can get them. If you have any questions about anything else Mini Kraton related, I'm going to have a whole Mini Kraton playlist. It'll be popping up over here to your right, and I hope to see you in one of those videos. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.